How's it going? It's been a while. I just got my phone back and I'm going to redo a video that I shot last night. Unfortunately, I ruined an unboxing which I got from Death by Diecast on Instagram, but I'll show you the contents of that box because it's just awesome. And it's going to be more of an everything video right now. I've actually intended to do two different videos, but my camera was still acting up even though I got the phone fixed, but I've got that resolved, so we're going to do everything in one video. It's going to be the result of a trade box and pretty much everything that you guys may have missed over the last couple of weeks that I haven't had a phone. So I'm going to start off with a trade that I did on Instagram actually earlier this month or end of May. And it was for two pieces that I didn't share on YouTube. But the bulk of the trade was for a Greenlight green machine. And it was with Kev's Diecast on Instagram. There's a couple of Kevins on Instagram, so I'm going to put the correct link below, but if I'm not mistaken, it's Kev's_Diecast. So the main reason for our trade was this right here. We traded for the 1978 anniversary edition of Chevy Corvette, which is just an insanely cool piece. This is my third green machine from this series. I do have the Ford Bronco, and I actually ordered on eBay the Shell Ford F-150 truck or 100 truck, which should arrive in the mail in the next couple of weeks. I may do an unboxing of that when it arrives. We also traded for this. This is the second in my collection. This is the 57 Bel Air Chase from the Auto Wheels lineup from M2. It's just an awesome piece. It doesn't have the gold accents on the front and rear, but those wheels are just awesome. So that's that. Also on a local purchase through Kijiji, which is the equivalent of Craigslist for us, I ended up buying the Series 16 green body, which is the 71 Dodge Challenger RT. Got a wicked deal on this one here as the seller kept dropping the price, and I rated to pretty much it hit almost retail and picked it up. So pretty much got this as trade bait, as I'm still going after green bodies. So hopefully I'll trade this at a show for a green body that I'm missing. Speaking of trades, we worked out a trade yesterday with another Instagrammer and also another Canadian. He goes by the name of Need to Collect T-Hunts. So anyways, I'll start off with this. This is actually a previous haul. I found this in the wild. I think you guys may have seen a video of this, but I ended up finding a second one of these. So this is the one that I'm trading away to another friend of mine, or giving away to a friend of mine, but the second one I found, I traded for a Porsche Super, which in turn I traded for this. This is the M2 model kit. This is the Dodge Super B, and this is the one that I traded for with Need to Collect T-Hunt. I met him yesterday and we worked out this trade locally. So that was awesome. Speaking of local trades and finds of this month, you guys would have seen that I found this one at Walmart. I remember it was this one because it's the one with the bent card. I ended up finding this one most recently at another Walmart, or not another Walmart, the same Walmart but on a different date. And that's two that you see here. I actually had found a third, which I found at our Dollaramas. So the reason you only see two and not three is because the third I traded for the C10 Super, which is absolutely sick. It looks awesome in this purple, and it's a welcome addition, as brings me another step closer to being up to date with my Supers. I'm missing, from what's been released in Canada, I'm missing 2 Supers at the moment, and hopefully I can acquire those either by finding them or trading for them or finding a good deal at a show. So where are we now? So we did hauls, we did trades, a couple of purchases as well before we get into the box from Death by Diecast. So I went to a store named Toys in Toronto, which normally is a ripoff, but when they have deals they're actually pretty good. So I ended up picking up the Jada metal Batmobiles. This is the first one. This is the Tumbler from the Dark Knight, which is sick. I then picked up the 89 Batmobile, and these are the smaller version. I think this is 150 scale or so. And of course, the main reason I went there was for the TV series Batmobile. I originally wanted to get the big version with the figures, but the guy wanted too much, and I do have the Hot Wheels Elite with the 2 figures, so I didn't really want to do overkill if I already have something. So these are the 3 pieces right here. Welcome additions, and my Batman display is going to get a bit of a reboot. I used to have a wicked Batman display, and then I kind of purged a few things out of there to make room for the chase pieces, but I do ultimately have a lot of Batmobiles that deserve their own display, so I will do that. And now, oh, one more thing, or 2 more things, which unfortunately I left upstairs. So let me put this on pause, and I'll show you something cool that I picked up from Toys R Us. 1 second. Alright, I'm back. So, as you guys know, the Disney movie Cars 3 came out a couple of days ago. Our household has been all Disney for the last couple of weeks. We didn't intend to, but it looks like we're getting most of the cars that are being released because they're just pretty cool, and my kids love them. So, long story short, we went before the movie to pick up a few items, and they had this promo. They were giving out this poster, by the way, which is all the releases for the year. But they had this wicked promo where if you spend $35 on Diecast, that's Cars 3 related, you get a Toys R Us exclusive. So we ended up getting one, which was the Jackson Storm. And what makes it the exclusive is this gold piston cup. So I'm not sure if this will eventually hit retail, but right now it's like a first to market if it is supposed to come out down the road. If not, then it's just an exclusive for that event. Every store had about 30 of these. And I went down to the next store to see if I can get the other car, because I also had a McQueen, and I had no luck there. So I went back to the original store, and I talked my way into getting a second one. I had my kids there, so I guess they hooked it up with the second one here. But this is the Lightning McQueen with the piston cup. So that was pretty cool. I'm going to keep these ones on a little Disney display that's also growing. Loving my Disney cars. They're just pretty awesome with the castings and characters they release. So be on the lookout for these. Somebody commented on my Instagram that there's actually a street date of June 24th, so these might be hitting in the next couple of days. So the last thing I'm going to show you before I get into the box by Death by Diecast is this little thank you car that I got from a buddy. I hooked him up with some Matchbox cars. He collects Matchbox. I got him a couple of Tuk Tuks and Skylines, and he hooked it up with this Tomica Premium GTR. So I'm going to show you guys right now. I'm going to open it right up. This is my second Tomica Premium, and check that out. These aren't rubber tires, but the molding on those rims is just awesome. And of course Tomica nails it with the detail. It's got the lenses for the front lights. So just a cool car. I normally do like a separate video on Tomica. I may end up doing that for this, I'm not sure. It depends on how much time I have. Time has been a bit of an issue for me recently, so that's probably why you won't be seeing as many videos as I normally do. But I'll always recap them and do them like this. So that's one cool piece. I like the box that it comes in, so everything just works. And of course this is the previous Tomica that I had from before. And be on the lookout, Mattel is releasing that casting in their lineup next year. We don't know if it's a super, we don't know if it's a regular mainline, or what I'm thinking is it might be in the Japan historic, not just Japan historic, but car culture. It'll be a perfect addition for that. But anyways, those are my Tomica Skylines, which are freaking awesome. Alright, so now onto the box from Death by Diecast. And again, I botched this one yesterday. I did the official unboxing yesterday and I couldn't upload it. But anyways, I had cracked open the T2 Volkswagen truck that he sent over. So that's awesome. I actually have a few of these, and I put them as extras in boxes. I think this is a cool casting to give out, so it's pretty cool that it's come back home. Then he threw in this exclusive, which looks to be a Ford Mustang from probably the Flame series. I'm not sure if I already have this or not, but can never go wrong with a little Mustang. And then as far as the extras that he threw in a Datsun Bluebird. This is the 510 from the race day, or track day, sorry. I may crack one of these. I have a few, and I always take a look at the variation because, you know, I haven't really paid much attention to that roll cage to see if any are missing. But I'll take a look at the ones I have. And then this is awesome. This is the Pontiac GTO Zamac. This is from the E-Case. And we're going to get into the last extra before we show you what we actually traded for. So this is actually really cool. This one caught me by surprise when I opened it. This is a Loot Crate exclusive. See, it says Loot Crate at top. Loot Crate is like this little subscription plan where they send you, like, I guess, a monthly themed package, and this is just sick. This is the Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds. I've got the green machine somewhere up here on a blister, so it's going to look awesome in a display with it. Let me see if I can just open it up to show you guys. I don't have too many loose Greenlight, but there it is. That's just awesome. Alright, so we're going to move into the rest. So one of the items that we had traded for, or that he threw in, was this. I'm not sure. I think he says it's a chase/error. I do know it's a Walmart exclusive, but this is the Firebird from Autoworld. And I think what makes it an exclusive for Walmart is both the color and, I believe, the hood tamper, which you can see is missing. I think he said it was considered a chase. Some people say it's just a release with a possible error, or some say that's just exclusive. So I'm not sure. I just know overall it's probably a limited number, and can't go wrong with the Firebird in the collection. And we also traded for this, which I'm pretty pumped up for. As you guys know, he sent over the Race Day 510, but we had also traded for the mail-in 510. We don't get these in Canada. We don't qualify for them, so you know, it's pretty cool. We can trade for it at least. I like my JDM, so it's a welcome addition. And last but not least, you should have seen the packaging on this. He totally nailed it. It's the mintiest hauler that you will ever see arrive in a box. There's no imperfections whatsoever, not a scratch, not a dent, nothing wrong with the cardboard. But this is what we had traded for. This is the Chase hauler. This is the Thumper cams. 1970 C950 for the truck, and then of course the 65 Ford Econoline van, which I noticed that with collectors it's either hit or miss on whether you approve of that red window or not. I just think the presentation of the packaging and the car itself, or the truck itself, with the red wheels is just awesome. So yeah, that's what we traded for, limited to 750 pieces. And when these came out in Canada, a couple of stores got a crap load of them, and this is one of those times I wasn't able to hunt, and I missed out. I think I missed out on this maybe twice, but it's home. Got a fairly good deal with him on a trade for another M2 Chase piece that he was after. I believe it was the NOS Mustang. So we're both happy. He got my box yesterday too, so thank you so much if you're watching. He goes by Chance Kelly, and that's Death by Diecast on Instagram. Really cool dude. He's got an insane Funko collection going on in addition to the Diecast. So check him out on Instagram if you guys are on there. Great dude to deal with and to follow. So thanks again for watching, guys. Probably one of my longer videos, but I wanted to mix in everything from hauls to trades to purchases and so on. And from here on, I've got my camera back, and I'm not sure the direction I'm going to go in with in-store videos, but you know, keep an eye out to see what we see and find out there, and I'll keep you guys posted on anything I find. Take care, guys. Talk to you guys in the next one.